Welcome back to the WCS America Season 1 Finals and to Hero versus Alicia game number 2. We're jumping into Akalon Wastes for this PvP series between these two great Protoss players. Kev, game number 1 was all about Hero. What do you think Alicia needs to do to bounce back here in game 2?
Maybe it's just going to have to switch it around, because game number 1, Hero knew everything what was going on any given moment, so perhaps Alicia can be the player this time who actually knows what's going on and try to get the first information. That makes your life already so much easier playing PvP, man.
I could not agree more as we see that awesome map intro and we jump into Akalon Waste, where spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map, the Red Protoss leading 1-0 is Liquid Hero. Got the rhymes today, Kev.
Got rhymes for days, man.
For days. Up in the top left, his opponent, representing Team Axiom. The blue Protoss needs to bounce back here. It is Alicia.
Alicia, of course, a player that we have quite some history with as well, Ben. We used to call him the King of Silver, which is a little bit of an unfortunate title, but then again, being the runner-up of major tournaments is also nothing to be ashamed of. But he was actually the runner-up of the NHL Season 3.
That's right.
And of course, Hero is the champion of the NHL Season 4. But Hero was in the offline finals at Season 3 as well. So these two guys do go a little bit back together.
But somehow they've managed to avoid each other.
Yeah, because Hero played against Stefano in the quarterfinals. And I think Alicia took out Hawk first, and then
somebody else,
Red, I think,
making it all the way to the finals. I got to say, one of the most heart-wrenching images from the Season 3 final was Stefano celebrating and Alicia looking very sad in the booth with his head in his hands. So that's part of playing at the highest level, guys. It's great to win, but it's very, very sad when you lose.
Alicia said it as well in his little pre-game video that we showed before the series started, that before he would retire, he would definitely love to win a major tournament once. He's been the runner-up a couple of times. He still has plenty of chance, because of course right now, guys, we are playing best of 5. But Hero is playing some fantastic StarCraft lately. I love watching Hero in Pro League. He's been an absolute pleasure to follow and watch. And it's going to be hard for anyone in this tournament to take him out, but we will see. Alicia definitely has a realistic shot.
A little bit of cheese scouting coming out here from Hero, just making sure there's no proxies that he has to worry about, as the gateway and the gas timings for both players are more or less identical.
Alicia, another guy that has proxied a whole lot in his life, certainly not the PvP. Hero actually did it very recently in one of his Pro League matches as well, against Zest in the Clan War against
You gotta watch out for Zest, man. Zest is a killer.
And Hero wasn't the full-out proxy, wasn't like a double gate proxy, but just something that's been a little bit popular in PvP. Oh, that's a super quick pylon over here by Hero.
Proxy Stargate, perhaps?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling right now.
So maybe Hero's going to be the guy busting out that early Oracle.
Man, that's... I'm very curious to see what it's going to be, Ben, but I do think you're right regarding the Stargate. Robo would be very strange.
He'll never expect my observer to come from here.
I mean, sometimes, no, I mean, the good old Warp Prism 4-gate, that used to be a little bit popular, but you wouldn't put your Warp Prism right there, your Robo, so I can only imagine it is going to be a Stargate. He's waiting for a little bit of gas. Yeah, there we go.
Probe is trapped. Oh, dear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he cancels it. Wow.
That stinks. He loses some money and loses some time, but he will continue down the path of the proxy Stargate. Just sends the probe up to the Zonaga Tower, where he will hang out.
Oh, interesting. Alicia going for Stargate as well in the main base. We can see the Stargate going down. So now we got a really cool scenario where I definitely expect that Hero is going to be opening up with an Oracle, but I actually think that Alicia might just go straight Phoenixes. And if you talk about a build order advantage, man, that's definitely one of them.
I'll say.
But what could also happen is that your first Phoenix is already out of position, and or that the Oracle arrives a little bit quicker, or that Alicia goes Oracle as well. It's a guessing game right now.
What will happen? Stargate for each of these guys going to finish up at almost exactly the same time. Oracle immediately for Hero, and just like you predicted, a Phoenix goes down for Alicia.
So if that Phoenix stays in the main baseband where it should, because normally you don't want to reveal the fact that you're going Stargate, because of course right now we know that Hero is going Stargate. Alicia has absolutely no idea. So what you most of the time you want to do, you want to wait until at least 2-3 Phoenixes, just in case your opponent goes Phoenix as well, that you won't lose your first Phoenix, and that's what Alicia is doing right now. And I think that Phoenix might just high-five the Oracle. Well, actually, it's moving out right now.
It's actually taking a great path. Will that Oracle slide past? Oh my goodness.
Well, there is a second Phoenix which is about to spawn. This is going to be very hard for Hero to make this happen.
No, Alicia. Oh no. Okay, he does spot it right at the last second, and Hero's actually going to turn around and go to kill a sentry, which
interesting.
You know, he's still going to do a little bit of damage, but I can't feel like that single Oracle justified its cost.
What Hero did do is he picked off the sentry, so that means there's no force field right now. He's going to warp in 3 additional Stalkers. How many gateway units does Hero have on the map? Just 4 Stalkers. Of course, there is Photon Overcharge as well. So I don't think that Alicia is all that worried about it. I actually think that he could just bring the Phoenixes back and pick up a couple of Phoenixes while using Photon Overcharge, and that should be more than enough to defend.
In the meantime, Pylon does go down to the main base.
Just out of range.
He's going to get lifted by these Phoenixes, and I think this is going to allow Alicia to easily defend this Stalker aggression.
Yep, he should be more than fine. Photon Overcharge is just so extremely strong in situations like this. Picks off a full HP Stalker as well, while there is another Stalker from Hero which is so low in HP. Alicia playing a close to flawless game so far. Hero is going to wipe in some additional units, but Alicia does have a robotics facility ban, so that means that the first Immortal is on the way, and with that Immortal, he should be more than fine.
Yep.
Even though he's going to be without Photon Overcharge for a couple of seconds, that's going to be a little dicey.
But Hero not willing to commit to an attack right now because he just doesn't know. He just doesn't know how long that overcharge is going to last. He doesn't know if that Immortal is going to be out yet. So he is going to fall back and back off. But look at the supplies. It's pretty even. 45 supply for Alicia, 47 supply for Hero.
But you shouldn't forget that these Phoenixes are definitely going to pay for themselves. Those are some guaranteed probe kills. That's inevitable. It seems like Hero actually forgot about one Stalker, or he's going to try to sneak in with another Oracle once more. But this Oracle will get picked off immediately. Revelation is casted though, so the good thing for Hero is that he at least knows where these Phoenixes will go in the upcoming 60 seconds, but once more, definitely not what you're hoping for when you make an Oracle.
And all of a sudden, game 2, Alicia looking poised to do some serious work. He's getting his expansion down. Hero does not have any kind of map control, so it's very dangerous for him to be out on the map. And choosing also not to drop his expansion just yet. Why do you think that is, Kev?
Well, he saw those units moving across the map, so perhaps he's a little bit worried, certainly about that one Immortal, and if Alicia would get a forward pylon up as well. Almost picks off a Phoenix. I love how Alicia sent it back after that. And Alicia right now is just going to contain Hero for a little while. With these Phoenixes, he doesn't really have to commit. These Phoenixes will get some guaranteed probe kills later on. And even if Hero makes a bunch of Blink Stalkers, then Alicia is just going to be like, alright, you're going to be investing a lot in these Stalkers. As long as I get my Immortal count up, I should be more than fine.
Absolutely. Supply-wise, Alicia is starting to separate himself from Hero. As we can see, his Nexus about 75% complete. Phoenix is still not able to get much work done. Haven't given us those guaranteed probe kills that we talked about, not yet at least. But they will continue to be a force on and around the map.
But it's giving them so much scouting information already, and that's just as important. The worker count showing us right now that Hero has a slight worker advantage actually, as it's 30 probes against 27. But of course the second base is going to be quite a bit quicker for Alicia, so he's going to be able to catch up in no time, and then he will be able to outmine Hero.
That is completely correct. Hero's Nexus actually just now starting, so it's going to be a long time before he's able to mine evenly with Alicia. So I guess Alicia's just going to sit back, enjoy his advantage, continue to build up his army.
For a second I thought that Hero might have been able to blink and pick off Phoenix, but Blink wasn't ready yet.
Blink really takes a long time in HOTS. Like I still haven't gotten used to it.
From 140 to 170 was indeed quite a change.
Here comes some of those probe kills that we had discussed earlier. Phoenix is going to come in and just lift up one more worker. Get out of there!
Actually, there was the wrong Phoenix to pick off a probe, and he's going to trade a Phoenix for a probe. That's not a good trade to make. But once more, these Phoenixes do get a really good scout off. And above all, these Phoenixes forced Hero to make a lot of Blink Stalkers. And now some people might think like, well, he only had 3 Phoenixes. Was it really necessary? If he won't go Blink, well, actually, Hero's going to have to be really careful right now. I think he lost 1 Stalker there in the process. He might end up losing 1 more, but instead, he's going to snipe the Phoenix. It's actually going pretty well.
Oh, and he's going to get the final Phoenix as well. We'll end up losing 1 last Stalker, but the army of Alicia is pretty far out of position, and these Stalkers are going to be very annoying. Time Warp does go down. I think that's a nice use of Time Warp.
No!
And all of a sudden, Hotel California, Kev, you can check in.
But maybe you can sneak out some way.
If you have Blink, then you can leave, but only with a few of your friends. The rest, they're left behind forever.
And that Manish, of course, survived as well with just a couple of hit points. Oh, Hero actually misclicking his Stalkers right now on the top side of the map, so 1 more Stalker will fall. He paid attention on the right moment, so he will blink away once more. But this is going to be quite hard for Hero. It's 31 supply against 44 right now. With Photon Overcharge, I do think, however, that he will still be able to defend. And he's getting his first Immortal out on the map as well.
72 supply to 81. Alicia looks terrifying right now. I don't know what Hero can do to defend this. He's going to try to hold his ramp with Force Field and Time Warp.
No, I think he's fine, Ben. It's so, even though these are 3 Immortals, that's hella scary. Hero's about to get his second Immortal as well. And I think with Photon Overcharge, he should still be fine. I love how he's doing this as well. He's just dancing back and forth with those Blink Stalkers, because right now, every shot counts. And as long as he buys time for himself, Hero's slow but steady. Yeah, evening up this game.
Yeah, stabilizing. He's 40 probes for Hero, 41 for Alicia. I always forget about how strong Photon Overcharge can be. It doesn't look that strong when it hits you, but it's constant, just constantly
It's
plinking
very,
away.
very strong.
and it does allow you to hang on in situations where you otherwise might not be able to.
Yeah, if there was no photon overcharge, then I definitely think that Alicia would commit to this right now. He had 3 immortals against 1. He didn't know when the second one would spawn. Then he would definitely just try his luck. And even if he wouldn't be able to straight up win the game, he knows that the trade he will get will most likely be okay. And he might even be able to take out the Nexus. But with photon overcharge, it's just not worth taking that risk. Man, I'm really impressed by how Hero has played this out, because the opening phase definitely didn't go in his advantage. His Nexus was much later, but somehow he bought enough time with his Blink Stalkers. He didn't make a crazy amount of them. He has 12 Stalkers, but then again, Alicia has 8 Stalkers on the map as well. So Alicia is actually getting Blink on his own. This is actually a moment, Ben, where Hero has to be really careful that he won't overcommit and actually ends up losing a lot of Stalkers, because Alicia is going to try to perhaps blink on top of these Stalkers.
Oh, Hero's got to be so careful, and he seems aware of what's going on, and Alicia tries to blink. Hero's able to blink back in time.
This is actually really good for Hero. He's going to be able to pick off 2 Stalkers before getting out of here once more. And he knows that Alicia has blink as well, which is still quite a commitment.
But Hero ends up losing 4 Stalkers in the end, which is pretty costly. If you look at the resources lost tab, Hero is a bit more invested in this game than Alicia has been. And double Stargate now going down for Hero?
Yeah, I guess he scouted with the hallucinated Phoenixes. He must have scouted the Colossus deck, so if he's able to keep this a secret from Alicia for a little while, which I'm not sure if that's possible, because there is an observer oh so close to the Stargate.
Whoa! Blinking on top of the Colossus. Will it go down? I think so. Is that worth losing this many Stalkers, though, as Hero's going to lose just about, absolutely every Stalker in the mix here. He's going to try once again to slide around the side here, but I don't think Alicia's going to fall for it this time.
Actually, I think he wants to jump into the main ground, but he doesn't really have any, or to the main base, but he doesn't have any high ground vision. These Stalkers might be able to sneak out once more. It's kind of ridiculous.
The Navy SEAL Stalkers.
Ah man, if Alicia doesn't move this observer man that's in the main base of Hero and he won't spot those Stargates, it's going to be really tough. Okay, there he goes. Oh. Okay, and he's going to be able to spot both Stalkers. This is actually a massive tell, because right now he knows, okay, my Colossus, they will still be pretty strong as all these Zealots and Immortals that Hero have, but I'm going to need to get a lot of Stalkers, or maybe even some anti-air on myself, some air units, to deal with all these potential Void Rays.
There are so few Stalkers in the army of Alicia right now. He's only got 8 Stalkers out, and against 4 charged Rays, I'm not sure if that's going to be enough.
Actually, Alicia has 12 Stalkers.
Oh. Well, Warpin's pretty good.
Photon Overcharge is being casted. There are a lot of Immortals, a lot of Zealots. I'm very curious to see if Hero will be able to hold on here. Where are those Void Rays? We have 2 Void Rays already and 2 more are on the way. This is going to be quite tough, Ben.
Oh, really, really good force fielding by Alicia. Keeps these Immortals locked out of the fight. That's an excellent concave for Alicia as well. Hero's not able to fight with the majority of his army, but Photon Overcharge is enough to turn Alicia around, at least for now. Hero trying to hang on. Here come the Void Rays.
With 4 Void Rays right now, we have 2 Void Rays already picking up a couple Stalkers. The Mothership Core a little bit out of position, drops one more Time Warp before it will fall. It's 69 army supply right now for Alicia, 51 for Hero, but still, there is still Photon Overcharge and the Void Ray count is going up.
The Void Ray count is climbing. The Stalker count 11 right now for Alicia. Immortals are in the front, though, and they are going to be able to hammer away. Here come the Void Rays, and once again, Alicia has to turn around.
That was a really good pickup, though. 2 Immortals, that's a very expensive pickup. 3 Immortals still remaining for Alicia, only 1 Immortal for Hero, but he does have those 4 Void Rays. 2 more are on the way, and I think Alicia is actually going to back off for now. I think he realized that this is just going to be very hard to break. Once more, there was a second overcharge, Photon Overcharge being casted by Hero as well. Man, Photon Overcharge is so important in PvP these days.
Supply-wise, it's almost exactly even, 112 to 111. Army supply, 67 to 65. These guys are neck and neck, both securing their third bases around the same time.
Alicia's going to try to kill this third base from Hero. There won't be any Photon Overcharge over there because he already casted it twice in his natural, but he does have a lot of Void Rays.
I like that force field. It's going to keep Hero out, and it does mean that he can kill that expansion almost uncontested. The Void Rays are not enough. Great pickoff for Alicia.
Couple of Stalkers blinking away as well. Hero will be able to pick off 2 Stalkers, but still picking up that Nexus is indeed a massive pickup for Alicia. But still, Ben, slowly but steady, I'm really starting to feel that he's going to have to do something about this Void Ray count. He is already transitioning into Archons. I would actually think it's quite smart to get Storm as well eventually. I don't think he started researching Storm yet, unless I completely missed it.
I haven't seen Storm go down either. Hero's made 6 Rays, but he's no longer producing Void Rays. Now he's getting his Templar Archives, he's getting Zealot Charge, he's getting upgrades. It looks like he might be switching out of this Stargate tech.
Perhaps he's hoping that Alicia is going to make a crazy amount of Stalkers, which then he will be able to crush with a crazy amount of charge lots. But of course he needs to keep those Void Rays alive as well. You cannot only rely on Void Rays, certainly not right now, as Storm is being researched by Alicia, and Storm is oh so good against Void Rays. Might actually be the best thing that Protoss has other than Void Rays.
Man, PvP has changed so much since the release of Heart of the Swarm. This is a different animal from what we had back in Wings of Liberty. Storm and Void Rays and Protoss versus Protoss, what? But that's what we get, man. Even a Warp Prism being built right now for Alicia, so some Storm drop, another potential.
That would actually be really sick. It could just be to harass a little bit. He has a lot of gates. He could wipe in a lot of a lot of Zealots, and that's also annoying. Fleet Beacon is even going down for Hero right now. Now that's kind of confusing to me, Ben. I don't really think he has the economy to start building Tempest door carriers, so I really kind of wonder about this Fleet Beacon.
We'll see what he does with it. Of course, there's no Phoenixes out, so there's no need for Phoenix range or anything crazy like that.
Well, a couple of Stalkers are being charged down in the middle of the map once more. Hero scouts the army, but the army of Alicia is just getting more scary as every second goes by, as he's comfortably mining off 3 bases. He has a nice worker lead as well. It's just 9 or 10 probes, but that's a pretty damn big deal. Certainly once you're mining off 3 bases as well, and your opponent has been stuck on 2 for a little while.
Well, for now, Hero's just going to sit back and play defensively.
Upgrades are in the favor of Alicia as well.
It is going to be a Tempest.
Wow, that's very surprising. +1 just finishing right now for Hero. Alicia has +2 ready already, so that's a really nice advantage. And above all, he has Storm, man. So these Void Rays, Hero is going to have to split them really well. He does have quite a nice amount of Immortals once more. And he has 24 charge slots. Sweet Jesus.
Oh, here we go. Alicia is going to try to, well...
I actually think a Time Warp would have been kind of cool. Photon Overcharge is being casted right now. Hero is making 2 Tempests, so with those 2 Tempests he's going to be able to slowly but steady pick off those Colossus, but I think that Alicia is just going to commit to it right now. Photon Overcharge is good, but if you're down for the army supply, I'm not sure if it's that good.
With the Tempest being out, that's going to make the Colossi much less of a factor than they were going to be previously. Alicia still can't seem to decide whether or not he wants to commit to a fight. There goes the Time Warp, so he is going to make his way down into this 3rd base. Tempests not focus firing the Colossi yet, but now they are. Big damage going on. Huge storms being cast by Alicia, and the entire army of Hero is getting blanketed in Psionic Storm. He's got to back up the Void Rays, all alive, but just barely. But I think every Stalker has almost every Stalker has gone down. Will it be enough? I don't think so, as Alicia is making his way up into the natural of Hero. I believe that he has done it, Kev.
The Archons are good enough to soak up a lot of damage, and of course we can have some additional reinforcements soon from Alicia as well. Alicia just with an overwhelming amount of units, and he will even up this series. Takes the 2nd game here on Eklund Waste.
What a crazy game that was.
Playing really solid though, even though I must compliment Hero as well, because Hero definitely didn't get lucky early on. He decided to... He took a risk, of course. No one forces Hero to go proxy Stargate into Oracles. He decided to do it, didn't do any damage with it. But after that, for a little while, I really felt like he was starting to even up the series. But Alicia with that great scout with the Observer, like if that Observer scout comes a minute later, he might just commit to way more Zealots. He might make another Robo, he might produce more Colossus. The fact that he scouted the Stargates when he did was crucial. And after that, he never overcommitted, but always kept Hero enough on his back feet, and eventually sniping up that 3rd Nexus really kind of sealed the deal for Alicia.
Yep, really phenomenal play from Alicia. Evens up the series. We're going to head into another break. When we get back, game number 3, Hero versus Alicia.